My boyfriend of for years finally proposed last night, but the ring in the box wasn't the one we had picked out together. We had spent weeks browsing jewelry stores, settling on a simple, timeless solitaire diamond that fit my style perfectly. When he knelt down in our living room, the moment felt scripted, perfect, romantic, and exactly what I had waited for. But when he opened the velvet box, my heart didn't soar. It stopped. Inside sat a heavy, antique gold band with an emerald stone. It was beautiful, but it wasn't mine. It was something he had shown me months ago, saying he'd seen it in an estate sale and thought it was too old-fashioned. It's not the one we talked about, I whispered, the silence in the room suddenly feeling heavy and suffocating. He laughed nervously, his hand trembling as he held the box. I know, I had a change of heart. I thought this felt more, I don't know, unique. I stared at the emerald, a sudden, cold memory surfacing. A few months back, I'd found a photo on his laptop of a woman, his coworker, Elena, wearing this exact ring. I'd asked him about it then, and he'd laughed it off, claiming it was just an old picture from an online vintage shop he was browsing for his mom. I had trusted him. Why wouldn't I? Elena has a ring like this, doesn't she? I asked, my voice barely audible. The color drained from his face instantly. What are you talking about? Why would you bring her up right now? Because that's her grandmother's ring, isn't it? I stood up, the distance between us suddenly feeling like a mile. You didn't buy this for me. You bought it for her, and when she turned you down, you decided I was the backup plan. He tried to reach for my hand, his eyes desperate, but I stepped back. The truth didn't come out in a grand confession. It came out in the way he crumbled, his shoulders sagging as the mask finally slipped. He didn't deny it. He just started crying, mumbling about how he thought he could move on, how he thought he could make it work with me because I was the safe choice. I didn't scream. I didn't throw the ring. I just walked over to the front door, opened it, and waited. He looked at me, realizing that the safe choice had finally reached her limit. He packed his things in a panicked blur, leaving behind a life he had been pretending to love for someone else's sake. I'm sitting in our living room now, looking at the emerald ring left on the coffee table. I've realized that the most painful part of betrayal isn't finding out they lead it, realizing that you spent years pouring your heart into a man who was only ever holding it until something better came along.